If you're looking for exclusive content, please don't look any further than joining the Trap Talk Patreon family. Some of the best reptile keepers in this industry are part of the Trap Talk Patreon family. As soon as you join the Patreon family, you connect to a Discord. You can also tap into an Instagram group chat, connect with some of the most diverse keepers we have in the reptile hobby today. Shout out to my Patreon members and be ready for Trap Fest 2026. It's going to be one of the biggest events yet. Find all information again in the very first link in the description below. And again, thank you so much to all my fellow Patreon members out there. Cheers. Trap Talk Reptile Network, coolest reptile network in the world. Welcome to Trap Talk with MJ's episode 810. Got my homegirl Cher from Cliffside Exotics tapping in with us. This is going to be a special episode. Before we get into it, please, if this is your first time listening in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, select all. You'll be notified of every new podcast release out of the network. Just a reminder, you can listen to all these episodes on all major audio platforms. So make sure you go at it. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, ZooMed, #1 reptile brand in the reptile industry, going on 50 years now. Get your next reptile product at zoomed.com. You can find all the latest ZooMed products in the description below. Please follow ZooMed on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Shout out to ZooMed. Also, this episode is brought to you by Workshop Reptilium. If you want to see how you could take your animals' enclosures to the next level, please go give Workshop Reptilium a follow right now on Instagram or go to their website. Had the pleasure of visiting their facility earlier this year, and I was so impressed. One of the best bioactive collections, hands down, in the hobby that I've ever got to see firsthand. So thank you so much, Josh Hansen and Jeffrey over at Workshop Reptilium. Also, this episode is brought to you by Focus Cube Habitats, #1 PVC enclosures in the game. Everything you see behind me are PVC enclosures designed by Focus Cube Habitats, 3x2x2s. Go to focuscubehabitats.com, select from 30 plus different design enclosures. Thank you so much, Stephen and Ashley over at Focus Cube Habitats. Last but not least, shout out to MorphMarket, MorphMarket shipping. Make sure you buy your next reptile at morphmarket.com and definitely ship directly through MorphMarket's website to save yourself lots of money on their shipping labels. You can also buy shipping supplies on their website as well. So thank you so much, MorphMarket, MorphMarket shipping. And yeah, guys, let's get to it. I've had the pleasure of knowing Cher for a while now. I think I met Cher at my very first Pomona show in 2018. I forgot how old she was, but she was definitely young. Not that she's old now. I'm just saying I met her when she was super young, super knowledgeable. I don't think I've ever met a female reptile keeper like Cher out there. And I've gotten the pleasure of getting to know Cher a little bit more because she helps me a lot here at the Trap, which we'll get into on tonight's episode. But dude, this girl has, bred a lot of awesome species of reptiles. She keeps plenty of different species of reptiles. A true reptile fanatic, this girl is. So you guys are in for a treat. So do me a favor. Do what you got to do to get your mind right. And do what you got to do to stay hydrated. This is episode 810. Cher from Cliffside Exotics coming at you right now. Let's go.
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, God love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, guys, episode 810. With me is Cher. Cher, welcome to Trap Talk. How you been?
Tired. It's hot. We don't have AC.
But dude, you live in Point Loma on the beach. It can't be that bad.
My thermostat is reading 80 degrees in this house. It reads 80 degrees at like midnight too. I stuck a portable AC up in my loft, and that's the only reason he's in my bed.
Because of the
Like,
AC.
This is the only room that has AC on right now, and he's like, "Oh yes, thank God."
Yeah, but your
He's not-
reptiles in the garage
yeah.
have AC.
That's a whole separate building. But yeah,
Yeah.
that structure was built. We just finished building it in February, and I just moved everything back in February. But this house was built in like 2008, and that was when they're like, "Oh, we're in San Diego. It's nice. It's great weather. We don't need air conditioning." I'm dying. I'm dying.
Dude.
My Sony's like overheating and shit.
And it hasn't even been that bad of a summer yet. Like it's like
No.
just now starting to get hot.
I mean, around here at least, I'm not sure how it is more inland, but along the coast we get like the hottest week sometime in September. It's usually like the second week of September.
Yes.
It's just straight awful. It's like 88 degrees indoors, and you're just sitting there like, please, sun, go down. Somebody, like, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, but at least you get a breeze over where you're at. We hardly get any breeze over here. It's scorching.
Sometimes we've been having a nice light breeze.
Yeah.
I'm wanting more.
So Cher, I'm so stoked to have you on the show, dude. Like I said, you were one of the first people I met at a reptile show. I believe it was 2018 when you had Reptile Super Show on your Vans. Did you hand draw those, or I can't remember?
I did hand draw those.
That's pretty sick. You still have those shoes?
No, they I had them somewhere in this room. Like I had them somewhere, and I think they were like shoved under my bed, but they got like covered in dust, and with the birds, they were kind of toast. I just threw them away. Yeah. I probably could have stuck them in the washing machine, but I hand Sharpied them. And I was like, maybe this will bleed and look terrible after I wash it. So it's just a blank pair of white Vans, but I'll go get another if I wanted to.
But that's how far you and I go back. But you go back further than this, from what I heard. And I kind of want to know the story, dude, because I don't know exactly your intro into the reptile hobby. From what I understand, you were a teenager. You were pretty young. Oh,
I started keeping when I was like 12, I think.
Okay.
And then my intro to social media was at like 14. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want to elaborate.
Okay, it's all good. You don't need to. But I'm sure. So 2014 was. I'm sorry. 14 years old was what year?
2014.
2014. Okay.
Easy math.
Okay, so that was actually the start of social media in a sense. I mean, it was already out, but that's when things started really kicking off. Was 2014.
Yeah.
So you must have saw some wild shit.
I saw some wild shit.
Yeah.
I saw some wild shit. I mean, Brandon already dropped a line to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I messaged him. I'm like, what have you done?
By the way, he's super stoked that you're on this show tonight. He was like, dude, ask Cher about this, ask Cher about that. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I was like, a tweaker with machine guns? What are you talking about? He's like, bro, trust me. She knows the whole story. I'm like,
oh. No, that whole scenario ended up boiling down to, I found out one of them was actually a predator. And at the time, I was probably like 16. And he actually lived in Santee.
Oh,
he was local.
Oh,
and he found out that I lived in San Diego. And I was mentioning, I was like, oh, yeah, I just bought a new rack. This was when Herptastic was still around before they kind of went bankrupt and that fiasco.
Was that a caging company or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a whole other can of worms that is unrelevant. But I bought a rack from him, and I was like, oh yeah, I just bought a rack from this guy. I can't wait for it to get here. And this dude was like, let me come over and help you build it. I can help you put it together. I'll come over and help you. I'm like, dude, relax. I have my own power tools. I'm competent.
Oh,
I'm competent with a screwdriver. I'm fine. But no, I no, out of that.
Yeah. What was the stuff you were keeping in your beginning years?
I started. Okay, so my first. Don't crucify me. My first reptile was a pair of veiled chameleons.
Oh, cool.
They were sort not like Christmas presents, but we got them on Black Friday because my parents like a good discount. So they're like, let's just wait for the sales. So I got a pair of veiled chameleons from Petco when I was like 12 or 13. This was 12 because this was like right after I got Blue. I had him for like, yeah, no, I did turn 12 because I got him when I was 11.
Wow.
No, I got him when I was 12. I got him when I was 13. He was
so
born
you had birds before reptiles?
I had birds and fish before reptiles.
Wow.
They're outside. They're on one today. I don't know what their problem is, but Saffron's being a menace, so they're annoying. They're outside. They're enjoying the aviary with the finches.
Yeah.
But I got birds in like 2011, and then Blue, I still have him. He's outside. He turned, I think, this month. I don't know his exact hatch month, but when I got him, he was about 4 months old. So I want to estimate he was around August of 2012. So he just turned around 14. And he is antisocial as fuck, and I love him. But he doesn't like he doesn't like social. He doesn't like people.
Yeah,
Saffron is a cleaner.
Isn't that kind of like how birds in general are? Like they like their owners and that's it. They don't fuck with anybody else but their owners. Is that true?
Kind of. So unlike reptiles, you can there's a lot of like behavior and like little tiny influences that you could do with birds that alter how they act almost.
Yeah.
So if you hand raise a bird, it will if you hand raise a bird before it opens its eyes, it will open its like when it's a baby, it'll open its eyes, essentially see that a human is what takes care of it and go, that's my mom. I'm one of you. And then it kind of thinks of people as its flock. It thinks of people as like its family. So when you hand raise a bird, then it's already imprinting is what most like common words or more layman terms is what you would probably understand it as. But yeah, I only get hand fed pets because if I'm having a wild bird or like a parent reared bird, not fun. It's not fun to transition them into being tame. Honestly, it's not really fun on the bird. They're difficult.
Yeah,
it's just a lot easier.
Like macaw's not a beginner type bird, right? Like that's pretty advanced, you would say, like owning a macaw.
I mean, all birds are kind of like non-beginner birds. I mean, like macaws honestly take quite a bit of abuse before, or like they can take quite a bit of abuse and neglect before it, before they die, essentially. It's mostly like mental stimulation that people don't keep up on. They are a lot of birds of any kind are a lot of work. Macaws, I would honestly put them about equal with smaller, not high strung, but like smaller birds like conures. Like they both require a lot of mental stimulation. They both require a lot of like not one-on-one, but like interaction. They both require like high quality foods. They all kind of have the same requirements. The only difference between a macaw and a smaller like conure is this one costs less. this one costs significantly less to purchase, house, feed, and entertain. Like this cage, one macaw cage could buy probably like 10 of them.
Damn. Yeah.
So yeah, I will stick with my small birds. They're also a lot quieter.
Yeah.
In an enclosed room, even when they're being annoying, it's tolerable.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my small birds.
Tell me when things started really opening up with your reptile collection. Like when did things start growing? At what age?
Probably about 14. I had a couple friends. So at that point I had the chameleons, and then I had some like anoles, looks like smaller lizards. I think I had a leopard gecko at the time. And then it was my best friend from middle school. She had, it was from her, I think, late grandfather. Like her grandfather had passed, and they inherited this bearded dragon. His name was Larry. I don't know how old. I think it was like 12-ish when they got him, but big really weirdly meaty built bearded dragon with a little nub tail. And her parents were not like, they weren't like poor, but they were kind of like tightly budgeting. So they're like, we don't know if we can afford to keep, a pet on top of everyday expenses. And they knew that I liked animals. They're just like, would you want Larry? And me being a kid, I'm like, yes. So I got Larry. I had Larry for another 6 years or so before he passed. So I don't know how old he was. He was ancient, and he only liked crickets. He didn't really like worms. He was weird. But I had Larry. Once I had him, I was like, you know what? These things are actually really cool. So I got more bearded dragons. I had I had some trans, some hypos, some leatherback, like just kind of here and there, like 4 or 5. And then I started to learn, about genetics. I started to learn about why one of my bearded dragons was bright orange and why one of them was dull. Like Larry was not impressive at all, but I had one that was really nicely colored. And I'm like, why are these two very different? And so I started learning about genetics, started learning about like inherited traits, started learning about line breeding for color or line breeding for pattern, just line breeding for desired traits. And then I was like, oh, this is actually really neat. And then and then my parents, having absolutely no idea what they were getting into, were totally supportive of all of this. And I'm just like, hey, I kind of want one. So I found someone selling a bearded dragon on Craigslist. It was a female. She was at the time this is what you would call a sandfire yellow or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not a name, not a thing. Sandfire, rest in peace, Bob. But it's like, I don't even know if she may have came from Bob. He's local. But I had to. I didn't breed Larry. I had a completely different one, but I bred bearded dragons, produced pretty much all normals, because it was the male that I had was a really nice bright orange hypotrans leather, and the female I had was just a normal. Found out she had no heads. So I just produced a ton of double heads with some leathers and some normals, and young me was like, oh, these are really cool. And then I kind of got more, got to the point where I had like 30
bearded dragons.
30, yeah.
Damn.
Don't do that. Don't get 30 bearded dragons when you're like 16. It sucks. And my parents at that point, I had everything like moved into the garage, because my parents were like, all right, there's too many crickets in the house, get them out. And so at that point I had everything in the garage, and that was like my happy place, was just to go out there and clean and work and be away from my family for several hours. And I don't know, it kind of, I don't want to say it spiraled, but I went for bearded dragons, and then I was like, you know what, leopard geckos are also kind of cool. So I got into leopard geckos, and I did leopard geckos for a bit. And honestly, I love leopard geckos. I kind of want to go back into them. Switching with snakes, getting rid of live insects as feeders was
game changer.
Oh god, dude. I'm like, with leopard geckos, you can technically just do dubias and mealworms, and I don't have to do crickets. I'm like, that's still so much bug. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it anymore. But they're so cute. I love them. I love their colors. I want to do it again. I had fat tails.
Yeah, those are cool. I love
my fat tails. They're just the little stubby fingers and the big dark eyes. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
But after like everyone goes through their common species era. After my common species era, I kind of branched into Philzuma, into day geckos.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple species of those. That was like the Philzuma were my first intro to like not like the underground reptile trade, but like suppliers. Instead of just going to a store, it was like going to a supplier, going directly to an importer, to a wholesaler. Right. Because I bought I think I bought like 30 or so geckos from a wholesaler that was importing them directly from Madagascar, and they were just getting direct shipped.
Wow.
And at the time, I understood I was getting, direct, straight out of the crate, barely even out of the crate, like out of one wooden box and into another type of animals. And I was lucky enough that most of mine were still in very good condition. They did have, red mites, which easy to get rid of. But I don't think in my current state of what I keep, I don't think I'll ever do direct import stuff ever again. Like, it's fun, but
yeah,
captive bred.
Yeah, but again, you got to find out on yourself, on your own. I think that's kind of like another chapter a lot of people go through is like they want to get into a species and they find a wholesaler who has them, and it's like, wow, look at the deal on these things.
Yeah, they're so cheap.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, I bought 5. 3 of them made it after 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, dude, my chondro collection started off just getting imports, and that's how my freezer collection started. Yep.
There's a guy that we probably all know that I did have chondros. What, Biak?
Yeah, Biak.
Biak.
Doesn't matter. Same shit.
It's some shit.
Yeah.
I learned all my shit from reading.
Yeah.
That when I go to pronounce things, I was like, how do I say this now? Yeah. Dude, the first time I heard someone say that, like, the dog breed Beauceron, it blew my mind. It's French. So it's spelled really weird. But yeah, I got some backs from they were fresh imports. I paid him for something else, and he's like, these didn't come in, I can send you these instead, and he just sent them to me anyway, and I just got, a pair of green trees, and I'm like, the fuck do I do with these now? Like, bro, I have ground boas.
How old were you then?
That was like, I think like 2 or 3 years into my reptile show era, or not days, 2 or 3 years. So probably like 17, 18.
Okay.
I've been vending reptile shows since I was like 14 or 15.
Pomona or reptile super shows? Where were you going?
My first was at the Concourse Center.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that show is no longer there, and we don't really have any local San Diego shows anymore.
Oh, shit. Isn't that weird? Like, you would think San Diego. Like,
I know why. I understand the reasoning why.
Well, okay. How the fuck is Tinley the biggest fucking show when it's it's in Chicago first and foremost? Why? How come San Diego doesn't have a show like that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I fully understand why San Diego doesn't have a show like that, and it all boils down to we don't have an event or venue. Like, we don't have an event center that can facilitate that kind of event.
Right.
Because like we do have Del Mar, but they only have like 1 or 2 buildings that are actually not qualified, but reasonable for live animals like of this nature. They have a couple large halls, but they're not climate controlled. Not like they don't have air conditioning. They can bring in swamp coolers, but if you don't time your show right, you're kind of stuck with the unknown of it might go unsafe temps.
Yeah. So Rami told me a story that he was throwing reptile super shows at the convention center, and a Burmese python got loose. And ever since the Burmese python got loose, the person who runs the whole event center there said, "You're never having a reptile show here ever again." And he got banned.
First of all, that's hilarious. I do. That's hilarious because I actually had a Dumerals boa squeeze, like almost break my display to get out overnight. And when I showed up, Rami's just like, "Hey, your boa's in a trash can." And I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah, I don't know how she almost broke. It was like an acrylic locking box. She had managed to like flex one side. She was a big, like about 4-foot Dumerals. She had managed to flex like at least that much off of this acrylic lid. Needless to say, she got taped shut for the rest of the show. And she was fine the whole like first day, and then it was just sometime overnight. But yeah, I do remember Rami talking about wanting to do it at the convention center. And I'm pretty sure he told me about the Burmese story, but I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
But I always not understood, but I was always under the belief that the convention center is just so expensive. Like their event like fees, like it's just ridiculous.
I mean, it holds Comic-Con, which is the biggest fucking event in the country almost. Comic-Con here in San Diego is huge.
Comic-Con is the only reason the convention center got built the way it did.
Yeah,
that's it. It's literally just that's Comic-Con's venue.
I feel like that venue could survive simply off Comic-Con, and they don't need to do nothing else after that.
That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Comic-Con threatened to pull out of San Diego, and the city lost their shit.
Oh, I bet.
Comic-Con brings in so much money. I wasn't here for Comic-Con, and it's great because then I didn't have to deal with traffic.
Yeah, because so traffic bleeds all the way to where you live because of Comic-Con. It
bleeds off to where I live because like there's downtown.
Yeah.
And then there's me off to the side.
Right.
But it's like we have a traffic bottleneck. We have a one way in, one way out.
Right. It's insane.
Kind of like it sucks. We also have 2 military bases.
Yep.
Technically. They're on two like entrances, but they're technically 2 like
right.
Yeah, they're two military facilities. And then we have our beaches and the cliffs. I'm called Cliffside Exotics for a reason.
Yeah.
Like,
and I take anyone who comes and visits me. Sunset Cliffs is one of the first places I take them to.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to park there, you're more than welcome to bring them to my house and take my golf cart. You can park wherever the fuck you want.
I with pride I drive by your house and I always tell them that's my friend Cher's place right there. That's where she lives.
There's the collection of shit boxes. Let's count how many there are today.
And I'm like, yes, all those cars in the driveway is hers. Okay, just so
you see the ones around the corner; those belong to her too. Oh, the ones in front of the neighbors, yeah, those are hers too.
Dude, I remember the first time I went over to your place. First time I went over to your place was to buy some cages from you, and I could just tell the whole back.
You shattered the glass too.
Did I? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I did. Yes, I did.
That was in your first
if I don't have glass no more, fuck glass.
Yeah,
I hate glass.
Fuck glass.
No, but I remember walking in your backyard and you had a rhino iguana roaming the backyard and you had other shit too. I'm like, bro, is this all for you? Like the backyard, this is before you did all the work to it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But the backyard was like literally like your camping ground, dude. Like it was insane. You had birds, rhino iguanas, you had tortoises, you had everything, dude.
Yeah. That was a rock iguana. That was Brutus. Unfortunately, he passed away early this year.
Oh, he did?
We don't know his exact age, but I estimate him to be around 30.
Oh, he was cool.
He was so cool. He was he had a deformed eye. He was just hatched with an eye deformity. And from what I understand, from what I've been told, I had him for like I think 8 years. Yeah, I had him almost 8 years. From my understanding, he hatched. I think he spent like a year or two under somebody else's care. Ended up in a rescue where he was like stunted, just like he had burned off scales on his burned off spikes on his neck. He was just in horrible shape, and then lived with the rescue for I think 5 years, and then was adopted by a guy that had him for like 10 or 12 years, and then I believe he was like older, and a friend of mine acquired him from that guy. Had him for a few years. That friend enlisted in the military and was like, we don't want him to have to jump from house to house.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of my friends want him? And I was just like, he seems cool. And dude, I love that lizard. I love that lizard so much. He had zero interest in like going anywhere else. He was just the perfect free roam candidate.
Yeah.
Like, and what I used to do is when I had he had his own cage, like he had his own space in the garage.
Yeah.
Before the renovations. And I would pretty much just open the door, and he kept trying to, like, he would always constantly try to escape. And like one time I was just like, you know what? Fine. Come on out. Let me like show me what you want to do out here. Like there's nothing out here for you. And he just walked out of the garage, laid on my driveway. For context, my garage is in the backyard, and it's like it's like 4 car lengths to the street and it's fenced. So it's like fully fenced. And he just walks out onto my driveway, just basks in the sun. And I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a ton of work. You can stay there. And then by the time the sun kind of went down, he's like, oh, I know where my house is. And he just turned around and came right back inside. And I was like, huh, maybe that's just what he wants to do. So, and then every day I just kind of, I took the front part of his enclosure, cut it down to like 8 inches in height so it would keep the waist in. And every day he would just come out. We would open the garage door for him. He'd walk out, sun himself, go back inside.
Damn.
And that's just what it was. Eventually I moved him out to the backyard permanently, and he had his own shelter box with a heat panel that every night he went into his little box under his heat panel. And if it was hot, I did have to lure him out from under my porch with a strawberry once. But other than that, I did have to pull him out from under my house once. He got lost. But other than that, he knew where home was, and he knew where he wanted to go. He just went out, did his business for the day, went back inside. He would eat some, like we would have dandelions and some other weeds, and he'd just go out, eat whatever. He was my little living lawnmower. It was awesome.
Cold-blooded lawnmower.
Oh yeah, the dogs loved him.
Yeah, he just seemed to be so comfortable with everything. Like he he seemed not to like he doesn't give a fuck what's happening. He was just chilling.
It was because his depth perception's so shit. He couldn't see shit.
Oh, because of his eye.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had one. So it was like no cornea.
Oh.
So it's like I found out that he could see through that eye. We were all under the impression that he was completely blind out of it. Found out he could see. He could see like, I believe he could see like blurry shapes, colors, and like light and shadows. Because if you put a banana on that side of his face, he could see it. And that boy loved bananas.
Yeah.
That boy would climb up your leg for a banana. But yeah, my mom, surprisingly, my mom loved him. My mom hates everything that does not have fur.
But yeah, she supported all of it this entire time.
She supported all of this when she found out that there was money in it.
Oh wow. So she's like, wait a minute. Oh
yeah. Okay. Yeah, she found out that there was money in it. She's like, oh, okay, I see. This is cool. This is great. I was like,
do it.
I see. Yeah. I see where this is going.
Wow.
And then
good.
Well, I hadn't been able to produce anything in the last few years because of the construction project. And then I had the 3 doom rolls litters this year. And she's like, not getting on me about like making money as an adult. But I'm just like, here, mom, have you seen what, like, have you seen, like, here's how many I made. And this is how much they sell for. And she's just like, well, why haven't you been doing that? I was like, okay. Holy shit. Like, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry I had to move my collection every, like, I don't know, 11 months for the last 4 years because of this construction project.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to do it ever again. I don't want to move it.
Was this your first year breeding doom rolls boas?
Yes,
you got 3 litters.
I got 3 litters. I
Wow.
paired 4 of my females. One of them slugged out. I'm kind of glad that one of them slugged out because if she didn't, I would not have space for any baby balls this year.
Yeah.
I do have a spare rack, but I have actually, you know what? Now I do have space to put that new rack.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, but you're never gonna run out of food ever again.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll get into the rodent side of things here pretty soon. But yeah, Cher had her mice colony moved over to my shed, which my shed fit perfectly with that, and that created more space in her collection for more babies now.
I am operating with the smallest amount of floor space that I've ever had.
It just keeps getting smaller and smaller as the years go on, huh?
Dude, since I want to say 2016, 2017. Maybe 2016. But since 2016, this is the smallest amount of space I've had.
Yeah.
I've lost like 1/3 of the square footage. So it's like I gotta be more efficient with my space.
Well, Cher,
and then I also just replace a ton.
You keep really giant snakes.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe
you can't fling me out of retics.
And you have a berm.
2.
2 berms. Okay, wow. How many retics do you have right now?
That's a good question.
It's a lot.
9, I think.
9. Damn. Adults, right?
There's like, oh, you know what? Maybe there's 10. I did musical cages before I left because I had space, and I was like, you know what? Let me just move you into bigger cages before I go. But yeah, I want to say 2, 3, like 6 of them are adults, but 3 of them are dwarf or super dwarf crosses of sorts. So I mean, diet adults, if you will.
And you don't breed them, right?
Well, I want to.
Why? Like,
Everyone's.
Dude, the retic market is so terrible. Like, why would you want to breed that much responsibility? I'm just curious. It's legit question.
I mean, I've kind of always wanted to do it. There's a pairing that I've been wanting to do that it wasn't actually my pairing. I obtained the adults from a friend that went through a really, really unfortunate rough patch in life and had to essentially give up all of them, every single one of their animals. They just had to drop their whole life and start all over. And they entrusted me with several of them. And it's one of those where it's like, I don't feel right selling or giving them away. So I have them. And then this was also a project that they wanted to do, but never got the chance to actually do it or prove it out. And I'm just like, you know what? I have the resources and the space and the ability, so I will continue your project for you, credit you with the project.
So that's that.
It's one of those where it's like, yeah, they take up an ass load of cage space, but I feel like that's one of the right things to do. Help out a friend that, I mean, we supported each other in the past.
Here's all the space that she's talking
hey,
about.
look, there's your new mouse rack.
Straight ahead, right? In the middle?
Yeah.
Well, it's still yours. It's just fucking being kept here. Let's for the record straight. But by the way, I get to take any mice I want, so that's good.
Just don't. There's a bin with a yellow sticker on it. Don't touch those.
Okay.
There's one in there. Her name is Mabel. She's precious.
Okay, leave Mabel alone for sure.
Leave Mabel alone. She's my child.
So a room like this takes what kind of maintenance on a weekly basis? Like, what's your routine cleaning a room like this? Because this looks really great, but this was after you were done, and I believe you were flying out that night. I don't think you slept long. You're going to go to Texas.
I had to be at the airport 2 hours after I took that picture.
Oh my god!
That was about 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had a it was like a 6:35 flight, and I slept for maybe an hour. Because after that,
at least you're close to the airport.
it's great. My ride to the airport was not concrete either, so I pretty much woke up and my mom walks into my room in her pajamas with her little slippers, and she's like, "I will take you to the airport today." I'm like, "Thank God." It's like I didn't want to Uber.
Yeah,
like strangers.
Yeah, I get kind of weird with Ubers too. Especially the ones who try to spark conversations with you. I wish there was like a button that says "Do not want to conversate." Like, please, because some people they'll like read the room and be like, "Okay, I'm not talking to this dude." Some people don't read the room and they keep asking you questions. And like, I'm like, dude, I got my earbuds on, bro. Like, I'm not trying to talk right now.
It's 5 a.m. I want to die. Leave me alone.
Just get me to my fucking destination, please.
It's like you could play whatever music you want. You can hum to yourself. I don't give a shit. I'm struggling to function as an adult in society right now.
Yeah.
Running on 45 minutes of sleep, half a bagel, and just I also can't do caffeine. I found out the hard way that me and caffeine don't mix.
What happens when you do? You panic attack or what?
No, I can't sleep for several days.
Caffeine keeps you up that long?
Yeah, in gaming, gaming supplements and like energy drinks are like super prevalent. And I was like, and there was yeah. And so it's one of those things like all my friends were doing it. a friend of mine had a promo code for that stuff. I was like, you know what? Let me try it. The flavor sounds good. And this was a brand that had, this was when like nootropics were just starting to come out in like powder supplements.
Okay.
And it's like, this shit's supposed to help you focus. It's supposed to help you like, you know, function better. And I'm like, oh, I need focus sometimes. So I tried it, but also you can't get like nootropic supplements that don't have caffeine in them. At least then you couldn't. And so each serving had 100 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Oh my God.
And I was trying to do it kind of smart because I'm like, okay, I don't normally consume caffeine. I don't normally need caffeine. So it's like I would wake up, do one serving, and then, you know, do my day, and then that was it. I would consume it like within an hour of getting up, so it wouldn't affect my sleep.
Right.
And it did work. The focus part definitely worked. Like I want more of it so I can actually like get shit done.
I want more.
I want more so I can get shit done. Do you know how productive I was for like a week straight? Oh my God, it was so great. I should just.
But you were able to sleep by just doing it your first hour of waking up, or were you not sleeping?
No. So the first 2 or 3 days, it didn't really affect me, and then after like 3 or 4 days of getting up and consuming 100 milligrams of caffeine, I was just having trouble sleeping. I wouldn't consume any more like near the end of the day. And it's just, I would just go like, I would do end of night shit, you know, get off the game, say goodbye to my friends, turn the lights off, maybe go watch a half hour, like an hour long episode or something to kind of like calm down, because some of the games I play are very fast paced and kind of get you going.
Yeah.
Kind of get you like, kind of get your fucking blood flowing a little bit. So it's like I would just go lay down, watch some TV or something, maybe just doom scroll for an hour, and it got to the point where I just could not sleep. I would just lay there, like just laying there, eyes closed, like nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening, and it drove me insane. And so the first night I was like, okay, maybe I just don't, like, my brain just doesn't want to sleep. That's fine. It happened 2 days in a row, and I was like, what the fuck's wrong with me? And then the third day of like almost legitimate, I may have slept a total of like an hour across 3 days. And the third day I was done. I was pissed off. I was irritable. I almost like yelled at my mom for just shutting, like opening my bedroom door or something. And I was just like, all right, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong. Something's not right. And then I stopped drinking the caffeine and everything went back to normal.
So it wasn't normal coffee. It was this nootropic type gaming shit that you were taking.
It was Focus Energy, or Focus, like Focus was the brand.
Okay.
And it's like .gg or Advanced GG is the Advanced.gg was like their website, and they do energy supplements, like just powdered energy drinks. And then this specific one was like their Focus line that had nootropics in it to help you focus. And like I said, the nootropics work, dude. Just take the caffeine out of it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I still have the jar.
You still have some in there, huh?
I think that one's empty.
Well, good.
I may have just done
Don't buy anymore.
Just kept it as a keepsake, as a reminder.
Yeah, I see those. Not Zens, but there's like the ones that you put in your mouth, and supposedly they're nootropics, but they all have caffeine in them. All of them.
Yeah.
Do.
Why do we need caffeine in everything?
I don't know, man. That's wild. I love caffeine. I drink coffee around this time, do my podcast. I take my last sip at like 6 o'clock, eat dinner, and then go to bed. No problem.
My mom is a not caffeine. My mom is a coffee snob. My mom and my sister, both of them are coffee snobs. I'm
a snob too. It has to be fucking Nespresso. It can't.
Oh no, you're an espresso freak too.
Yeah, I drink.
No,
dude. Yeah, I need the Nespresso.
You don't understand.
Pod. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
She has. I shit you not. There are 3 machines in our kitchen, and there's 2 more in the storage room.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
She was a product like demonstrator for Nespresso, so that she was the person that they put in the stores to like demo the machine for you and serve you coffee. And she lives and breathes espresso.
Yeah.
That's
all we drink.
It smells great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It smells fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a whole different coffee than like what you can normally get stateside. Like,
yeah. Pretty pricey.
Like,
whatever.
Yeah, but also the
good.
The aluminum recyclable capsules also kind of makes you feel a little bit better. Stick it in their plastic bag with a prepaid UPS label plug on the front porch. Yeah,
I stopped doing that. I just fucking recycle the motherfuckers, but because they don't give you anything for returning them. Like, I thought like, can I get like a stamp card or something where I get like a free fucking row of Nespresso? Like they're like, no, you're just doing us a favor. I'm like, fuck, I already pay you fucking $40 a goddamn fucking box for this shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Give me something.
It's like if you bring back a full bag, you get like a free mini sleeve or something. But no. Yeah, you can't ask too much from a Nestle owned brand.
Are you still staying up pretty late with your gaming stuff or not really?
I was up until about 3:30 in the morning last night.
So yeah, you are.
Yeah. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing has changed. Every night I'm like, tonight I'll go to bed reasonable. I look down, it's 2 a.m. Shit.
What's your game of choice? Like, what do you like playing?
My boyfriend has discovered a game called Icarus. It's like a survival like it's kind of like Lethal Company mixed with Valheim. So you essentially work for the corporation, and your job is to almost like they ship you off to this uninhabited, like untouched island, or actually I think it was like the planet was like destroyed from previous terraforming or something. So they ship you off to this deserted island that's just full of hostile life forms. And they're just like, all right, we're dropping you in there with absolutely nothing. Good luck. And it's your job to build and like set up radar towers. And you're kind of like working your way through like this, almost the Stone Age of like tools. You're going from the Stone Age, like Bronze Age, Iron Age, whatever, working your way up from sticks to guns. And dude, the second I unlocked the hunting rifle, it was over.
Oh shit.
The second I unlocked firearms, done. Smooth sailing from there. It's no longer a survival game. It's just my group of friends versus fauna.
So what are you shooting at? Or like, what are you, like, you're hunting like stuff to eat, or is there other people you need to kill, or?
It's not other people, so it's like there's hostile like mobs, there's hostile animals. So it's like you have wolves. There's an animal called a Tyrannus, which is like, it's a hostile horse. They're very territorial, and if you get near them, they try and kill you, and they hit hard too. If you get into there's other biomes. If you get into other biomes, you run into like elephants, mountain lions, hyenas. There's like wild boar. There's something out there that is supposed to resemble like a rhino, but it's like, it's called a dribbo, and it's got like an armored skull, and it just like punts you into tomorrow. And
wow,
that's just one. There's different planets that it'll ship you off to, but that was just one planet. Well, and there's also bears and polar bears. There's mammoths. Sick. There's like giant scorpions that are like the size of your car.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So our job is just go out there, don't die, build all of this, and then but there is a lot of hunting involved for what's the word? Gathering, like collecting resources, or just self-defense. I don't want to die to a scorpion. Like, no. That shit's terrifying, actually.
So gaming's your thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. I used to do a lot of first-person shooters, but most of the friends that I played those games with, the video game community is very different from the Reptile community. Like the video game community is a lot more. It's like higher turnover with friends. Like in the Reptile community, there's select people that will like hang around the whole time. But you'll see like new people come in, and then 3 years later, they're like, "Oh, I'm not making the money I wanted. I'm out." Like they just get out. So they come in, they do whatever they do whatever. They're like, "Oh, this sucks," and they fuck off.
Right.
In video games, it's a lot faster. That cycle happens like 6 months to a year tops.
Right. Yeah.
So I have friends that come in, even as short as like 3 weeks. Like we'll have 3 week spans of I got a new friend. These people are awesome, and then they fuck off and they go play. They're like, oh, I got bored of Valorant. I'm gonna go play something else. Okay. Oh, I got bored of I stopped playing Call of Duty because I stopped. There's no reason to buy a $70 game for the same fucking game every year. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, on the topic of turnover, and I want to get your take on this because, you know, obviously I feel like you've been a part of a lot of different industry eras, especially going back to when you were 14 or even younger, going to shows. COVID changed a lot of things, right? Yeah. And especially when it comes to turnover, right? Well, I'm just curious what your take was when we got hit with COVID, and then to see that many people come into the hobby.
Holy shit.
And then
dude.
there's probably about like 20% or if not less of those people around now.
Well, my best show was actually that Del Mar show that Ryan
Reptilian
had.
Nation, right? Was it Reptilian Nation or what was it?
It was the Reptilian Nation Del Mar show. And
I was at that show. You got me in. Remember you got me in? Because there was a line. I was like, you're like, just follow me. And then like literally I followed you into the show.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I was just like, I got a table. Let's go.
It was so fucking packed in there. Like
That's
I was
because,
like,
it was March 2021. It was the first show that it was probably one of the first events that San Diego allowed post lockdown.
Yeah.
And there were very strict there were very strict rules over how many people were allowed in the building at a time. So they had a guy they had vendors outside.
Yeah, I remember
the vendors outside had live animals too, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But they had a guy at the door that was pretty much just like counting people in and out, and it was just one entrance, one way in, one way out, and they would count, 4 or 5 people left. All right, next group in. 4 or 5 people left, next group in. And how long was that line?
It was long. It was hour. It only got bigger and bigger and bigger, that line.
Jesus Christ.
And from where I was standing at, people were telling me it was about an hour and a half to 2 hour wait to get in.
And people still waited that long to get in.
No, people, and I was looking around like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking wait for this shit. And I saw you, and I was like, yo, and you're like, dude, just follow me. And I'm like, oh,
come on,
perfect. And I walked
right. I could actually use extra hands. Like, listen, yeah, just come on.
I remember that.
What was it? I lost it. Damn it.
What?
No, I lost it. All right, never mind.
As far as the show, what were we gonna say? You forgot.
Oh yeah, that was like a few weeks after the stimulus checks.
Oh yeah, some motherfuckers had money.
Everybody had spending money.
Fun. Yeah,
that shit stimulated my sales. I swear to God.
Yeah, it did.
It was great. Everyone came in with money. That was my most profitable show I've ever done.
Right.
Like to date. And it was also a 3-day show too. It was great. So we had 3 days of people. Yeah, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday with a Thursday setup.
Wow. Damn.
It was also wild because I also remember my mom buying a new car I think she bought the car either like Saturday night or like that day Sunday for teardown. And I do remember I set up for Thursday in my car, in my wagon. So I set up for Thursday, and then I brought another load of stuff in the wagon for Friday before the show opened. And as I'm looking at it, I'm packing it up, and I was just like, I can't fit all of this in my car. And so I call up my mom, was like, hey, can you bring your brand new, $80,000 hybrid that just got released so I can load 40 of my leftover snakes into the back? And she's just like, you want me to do what now? She did it. She did it anyway. Love her for that. But I vividly remember I was just like, I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
I'll clean it. As nice job.
2021 was my biggest ball python year sales wise too. I mean, I made over 100K that year, breeding out of Home Depot built racks. I had nothing special. I literally had these homemade racks that housed about 23 adults, and all of them went. I'll never forget. I had 13 clutches that year, and I made over 100K that year.
God damn.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. And then I was like, what do I need to do to not go back to work?
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way. I mean, I get it, but like even just making this money is not enough for me to quit my job.
No,
And
not in San Diego.
No, not in San Diego. And then luckily podcasting came into my life. And that's when I was like, well, if I could do both, yeah, if I could do both, then we're good here.
And look at you now.
Yeah, look at me now. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And
9 to 5 who?
Yeah. I don't know no other life, dude, and I don't want to know no other life, to be honest. Go ahead.
I miss it wasn't really a 9 to 5. It was my job was 10 to 7, but I had a shitload of overtime every day, so my schedule was really more like 10 to 9 or like 10 to 10. I miss doing dealership work. I miss like working for somebody because just so much less shit to think about when I'm not doing work. Like I leave work and I'm like, great, I can relax. Right now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I forgot to thaw out rabbits. Like, I'm sitting here like, shit, I have to go pick up goats this week. Like, there's no relaxation time once you know yourself.
There's none.
You're just sitting there, you're like marinating the thoughts of the shit you have to do in the next 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, dude, what we do, there's never clocking out. And only because there's always something. Like there's always, even when everything's done, there's like, oh my God, I fucking forgot to do that. Especially with podcasting shit. I'm like, God damn it, I didn't upload that episode. Or like, you know, as soon as I sit my ass on the couch and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm about to watch some Supercross. Someone's like, hey, I don't see that episode on the audio platforms. And I go, fuck, dude. And so I have to go inside my damn room and upload the thumbnail and but, you know, honestly, I'd rather do that than work for somebody. Because okay, here's the thing. What you were doing for work, you actually love working for, like, you actually love working with cars. So you're a car chick too. So if anyone out there doesn't know, fucking Cher loves cars.
I like shit boxes.
Yeah. You worked at a dealership repairing them, or what did you do at the dealership?
So the first dealership I worked at, it was a joint dealership. It was 2 dealerships. Right. I was their detailer.
And right. Okay.
I went in kind of like, I was like, this was entry level. Yeah. They were looking for somebody with more experience, but they were entry level. And I'll never forget I love Shane for this. I'm debating going down to the new dealership that he's at and being like, Shane, can I just have a job? But because I loved working for him. It was just fantastic work environment, and he was just an awesome boss. But I'll never forget what he told me. He's just like, I can train skill, or he's like, I can train like knowledge and skill and like your ability to do your work. I cannot train character.
Yeah.
Like, he can't train a person into being a different person. He's just like, I like you. You just need more experience. The dealership paid and sent me off to a week-long, you know, training course. And they were going to send me to this other one. Honestly, everything just like fell into the right kind of, like the dominoes just aligned for me.
Right.
For that position, everything just was perfect. So their original guy that they would normally like consult for like teaching new hires, that school was full. So for that week, they're like, oh, we don't have any openings. Earliest we can get you in is like a month later. They're like, we want them this month. So they found another school that did more than just teaching you how to, you know, paint, correct, and ceramic coat and properly work with the materials and work with the correct chemicals. That was like a whole week-long crash course, how to run a professional detailing business. Like full stop, from like pricing packages to marketing with like SEO and shit. Like they broke down everything. Most informative week I've ever been in. The what's his name? My mentor's name was Ruben. That dude was fucking awesome. I don't know what he's doing now. I remember they had that position open recently. I'm assuming he was talking about moving out of state. And I'm assuming he finally did that a couple of years ago, which is kind of sad because he was a fantastic training instructor. But I essentially learned how to, more than just how to do my job, I learned how to run my own business from proven business owners, essentially. And everything they told me was 100% true. Like there was no lies. It wasn't like oh, after this, you have to buy my products. Oh, after, like, you have to use my products. They're the only ones that are good out there. Like, no, they were unbiased. It was great. And then I worked for that dealership for about 3 months before they kind of went, oh, we're moving this dealership to Santee. You're out of a job. And I was just like, well, you're moving from what is a 10-minute drive where I don't even have to get on the highway to what would be a 30, almost 40-minute drive in the morning.
With no traffic. Yeah.
Well, I would be going east. I would be going east in the morning, west.
You'd be going the opposite way, so you're good.
Dude, I left your house the other day. I was driving. I was looking over at all the traffic going east. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, oh, thank God. I refuse to get a job north.
Yeah, dude, it's terrible.
Because if I have to go south in the afternoon, I was like, screw that. I'll get a job in like National City. The road's shit. I can take my XJ. I don't have to bother with a lowered car, but I'll take the shit box for the bad streets. Like, that's
before me and my wife got lucky and got this house, we were looking at places in like Menifee and like Temecula, and like
it's nice.
It'd be like a Saturday. No, it was nice out there. Don't get me wrong, but on a fucking normal, non-busy Saturday, we would hit an hour and a half traffic on the 15. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Like, why the fuck is there all this traffic? What's happening? And then that's when I was like, I don't think we can move out here. Like,
people like me.
I don't think I can't. Like, you know, here's the thing. Like
going out to the desert on the weekends.
Do you remember? Like, you mean, I don't know. I think it's definitely gotten a lot more saturated in San Diego over the last 20 years. But I remember early 2000s. There was never ever even during the weekday, we hardly ever had traffic. Like, we would probably have like from like 5 o'clock to like 6 o'clock, if that. There was traffic on the freeway. Yeah. Other than that, it was like a fucking free willy-nilly, just go wherever you want. And now it's changed quite a bit. Like, there's fucking traffic, and it opens up. It's not like LA traffic, thank God.
No,
Nothing's like
not. LA is a different beast.
It's a third world country, literally. I don't understand it. Yeah. I love the Dodgers.
Some clapped out Ford Fusion just swerving through lanes.
Yeah, somebody with a NOS tank trying to fight off the sheriffs on the freeway or something like that. I don't fucking know, dude.
Nah, I can't think about that. I'll break some traffic laws. It's super illegal, or not super, but like very illegal state ref modifications. That's a ticket I don't want to bother with.
Yeah, fuck that. No, but you know, it's crazy how busy San Diego's gotten, but still, like, compared to a lot of other places, I've traveled a lot, as you know, you've traveled too. No places like San Diego. And what's crazy is like there's a chance that you could possibly move to Texas someday. And I don't fucking know how that's ever going to be possible, Cher. I don't know how the fuck you could even think about leaving Point Loma and living in Texas. That is insane to me.
I'll tell you why. My mom recently built an ADU on top of the garage. So the garage is detached from the house.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I showed you pictures. It's fantastic.
Yeah, really nice.
But it is a 2-bed, 1-bath, total of like 800 something square foot. Maybe even less. And I was told by a property manager that we should be renting it out for $5,200 a month.
Yeah.
Explain to me how I, selling snakes, am supposed to afford that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sell the right snakes and you can. I mean, you not retics, dude. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Again with the, fuck you. Honestly, most of my retics are just like big pets at this point. Like they're just kind of there. I love them. It's one of those species where it's like there's not a lot of species that like interact like that.
No, they're apex predator. Like they're literally like the top of the food chain when it comes to snakes. Like they don't fuck around. Them and scrubs are like super fucking confident. Derpy too. I mean, retics are kind of airheadish. Like they're kind of.
My berms are stupider. My berms are hands down.
There's nobody home with berms. Berms, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? They're slow for sure. Yeah. Retics are like kind of like almost like what's that term?
It's an overgrown, like they're athletic.
They're but
oversized, but they're athletic.
What was that term for guys in high school who were really good at sports, but they were stupid otherwise?
Jocks.
Jocks. Yes. Yeah. So retics are the jock of all fucking snakes. Yeah. They're really good athletic wise, but when it comes to thinking,
very hormonal too. So it does apply. It does apply. He's a 50% Calicoa male, but he's still like, I think he's about like 9 feet, almost 10 feet, something like that.
He's a retic.
Holy shit. He is a hormonal jackass.
Yeah.
Like every time I leave, because I have my caretakers come out and they take care of my collection while I'm gone. But and they have experience, but they don't have, adult giants experience type. Yeah. So my collection is like where they get that experience from. And I fully trust them. They know that they know their limits. But specifically that male, before I leave, I'm like, all right, I fattened him up a little bit, so he shouldn't be as horny. Like I make sure to get him just a little bit chubby, throw him like an extra meal or two before I go, and then he usually calms down for like the month while I'm gone. Yeah. I'm like, I'll let him be a little bit lazy, like for a short period of time, if it means that they can safely handle him. He's still an asshole, but he's just a little bit more manageable.
But one thing I do love about you, Cher, is like you don't give a fuck what's trendy out in the hobby. Like you keep what you like, and I could tell that with your ball python projects. Because
all right, fuck you.
No, dude. No.
Lester's a good gene. Eat shit.
Okay, so when Cher came over to my house for the first time, she was like, I was telling her, like, yeah, I got a lot of stuff I just don't want. Like my pastel Firefly Enchi clown, and you're like, dude, that's awesome. I could do so much with that. And I'm like, bro, that's terrible. But
it's pretty.
But again, you make pretty stuff with what you have. And I want to show this one real quick. This is a really, really cool snake that you made.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see this shit in the hobby anymore. Nobody really works with albino. You fuck with albino pretty tough.
So the irony is I dislike albino. I hate the way that albino eyes, even like as babies and adults, I don't like their eyes. But I saw John Chasmer. I ended up on a trip to Ecuador with him and his wife. Awesome people, fantastic people. I saw one of John's snakes on auction. It was a baby picture. And I saw the hatch year was 2023. And I just saw this baby picture. It was a black pastel albino clown. And I was like, and no one bid on it. And the starting bid was pretty low. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I won him. And I was telling him, I'm like, I saw the hatch year. I see the baby picture. I know it's not updated. And I know what you produce. So I like other people might not know what you're getting, but I kind of had an idea. When I opened that box, that dude was beautiful. That is now the dad of that snake.
Oh wow.
And that snake is the only reason why I still have albinos in my collection. And it's just honestly, the brother of that snake, he's just a black pastel albino clown. They're just so pretty. They're like, they have good contrast. They have bright color. They keep the color into adulthood. That's the thing that I honestly kind of dislike about a lot of like high dollar, like high value morph combos out there now. Is like they look fantastic as babies, and then they grow up and they look like garbage.
Like sunsets.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of sunset either. I don't think they look great as babies.
A turd's a turd, dude.
They're just, I'm hoping that there's another gene that crosses into them really well that actually
no, there is. No, I don't want, because I'm known to be a big sunset hater, but also like I've given sunset its flowers when it's needed. And there's, of course, Justin and a couple other people have made some pretty fucking cool sunset combos, but it took a lot of work, like a lot of work. But I think it was worth it in the end. I really do. So there's stuff out there that makes sunset look good. I can tell you that right now.
I feel like sunset gets the hype that monsoon deserves.
Like, monsoon's getting hype, dude. Have you seen that Ultramel monsoon?
I think I have.
Dude, by what's the name? My God, I literally just edited a vlog on it. Oh my God, what's his name?
Man, you have way too much shit to think about day to day.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it was at the Southeast Reptile Expo. I was doing the most expensive ball pythons at the show vlog, and he had this monsoon Ultramel for $25,000. That's
okay.
And yeah, monsoon's fun. And then, dude, there's Exantic monsoon looks fucking crazy, dude. It looks great.
That I can see looking really good.
Yeah,
honestly, call that shit static. If there's not something called static, call that static. I don't know. It's in my mind, I feel like that would look like TV static.
I think
Or even
Monsoon.
throw Hurricane in there.
Monsoon's getting more props in the hobby than Sunset is right now. I'll tell you that.
It deserves. I know Monsoon took a while to kind of gain traction. Like Monsoon's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just in its baby stages. It's like people were like, "Oh, cool."
Right.
But some genes that were like really not overhyped, but promoted correctly in their early stages became super popular.
But even with the stuff that you make, even if it's not trendy, you it's pretty enough where it sells with no problem for you, right? Like you have no issue selling your stuff, and it's mainly sold as pets, I'm assuming, right?
I sell a lot as pets. I would say probably about 90% of my inquiries on MorphMarket are from pet people. Even if it's like a not collector, but if it's like an animal that's of our taste, I still get pet people inquiring like, "Hey, what's the attitude like?" Like they don't look at the genetics, they just look at pretty. They're looking for something that they can appreciate looking at, and like something that they would want to have in their home for the next, 20, 30 years. So it's like, if you're going to pick something for 20, 30 years, pick something pretty. Pick something you like looking at.
But like you said, there's a lot of hand holding with these customers, right? Like you have
There is a lot of hand holding with these customers. There's a lot of, you have to kind of not really dumb it down, but you can't be as blunt.
Right.
There is a little bit of not a little bit of sugar coating, but like kind of like nicer terms. Softer approach is definitely the way. Yeah. It's well, I mean, if you're on your level where you're selling, $2,000-$3,000 plus snakes, then it's pretty much just like, here's a picture of it, maybe here's the genetics, it's a male. And then you have like 4 people that just immediately send you money without even questioning. And they just like, here's money, here's my address. Anytime these days, I don't care. Send it to this hub. Like once you get to that point, it's literally just that. But
yeah,
I don't know. To me, that feels less like selling an animal and more like selling product.
Yeah, I hear you. But also, like, I'd rather sell to those people than the pet people.
It's much faster.
But also, like, I can't say the pet people aren't important because they really are. Like, that's the other half of what we do. And I've sold some
started with pets.
Yeah, right. But also, that's what grows a hobby is pet people becoming breeders, or they want to expand their collection and have something like what you have. You know what I mean? So that's how it all starts, especially with the youth. The younger side of the hobby.
So my brother has a huge interest in snakes. He's always wanted a snake when he was a kid. And ironically, I'm the one that managed to weasel snakes into this family.
He's older, right? Isn't he older?
He's like 32.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's much older.
Not that old, by the way. Can you relax a little bit? You didn't have to emphasize 32 because 32 is not that old. So let's, relax.
32 still lives with his mom. Sorry. No. Sorry, I'm not going to throw shade on my own brother.
Dude, I just turned 41, dude. You need to relax right now, okay? Please. Fuck.
Hey, you at least have your own house. You have a wife, a family that you're like. You got a new car. Like you're fucking 41 in your position. You're fine.
Yeah.
You've got a life of your own. Like you're self-sufficient. You're self-established. My brother is he was living in the room below me. He moved into the room next to it because it's a little bit bigger. Granted, I haven't moved out, but I'm at least kind of wanting to because I would like my own space.
I don't want you to move out. I want you to stay.
I know you don't.
I want you to stay right there because you have become my secret. You have become my secret weapon, dude.
Adam said you gotta pay the mom. She was just like, oh yeah, who's gonna pay me? I was like, relax. Sit. Like, honestly, I mean, I'm lucky enough that she loves her kids enough to allow us to live here rent free.
That's amazing.
However, I'm still her live-in like property manager almost.
Yeah.
She has any projects that want to get done. She has any maintenance that needs to be done, anything that needs to be fixed, anything to do with fixing, repairing, maintaining this house, the property, anything around it, even her car. My job.
You're at her service.
I am her personal assistant.
Yeah.
I spell check all of her shit because she started to use AI to write stuff, and I was like, Mom, stop it. You don't write like this. English is not your first language. You spelled blanket with a Y. Stop it. I'll leave your imagination to figure out where that Y was. No.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Okay, on the topic of breeding, so I know this year you had the 3 litters of Dumrose boas. You bred Woma pythons before, correct?
I have. I no longer have my female, and I've pretty much been on the hunt for a female that meets my
standard.
Standards. That meets my standards, or like meets my wants of what, you know.
And it needs a certain look. It needs to be like what, the high orange kind, or what are you looking for?
I do like the high orange kind, but okay, so I'm of the belief that Woma pythons have localities that American breeders, like US breeders, kind of didn't care about in the early stages of the species being in captivity. And then because we can't get anything from Australia, everyone just bred Woma python to Woma python to Woma python, and now there's a huge amount of diversity in Woma pythons. You can have, the ones that I have are actually very small. My male's not even 4 feet, maybe he might be 4 feet, but my male's like this big around. Eats fantastic. I got him like almost full grown. Breeds amazing. My female wasn't too much bigger. She was probably like this big around, and like maybe 5 feet or less. And then you get some Womas from other people. It's like, oh yeah, the parents are 7 feet. Oh yeah, they're eating jumbo rats. I was just like, this is a blackhead at this point. What's going on here?
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people were saying that when I was first attempting to breed them, everyone's like, oh, you can't put them in the substrate. They will mold. You can't let moisture touch them. They have to be like kind of dry, but they still have to be 99% humidity. And like everybody was telling me that they're just a pain to get the humidity and the moisture in the incubation box right. And I followed every direction that people gave me. I used suspended incubation method, and my eggs were just dented to shit the whole time. I could never get them to come up, and I unfortunately I no longer have my female. I would like to get another. I would like to try it again, and I would like to kind of like break the rules and see if what worked for other people and what people are saying needs to happen doesn't actually need to happen in someone else's like environment. Because with ball pythons, I just lay them bitches on the incubation media. Like I don't care. You just stick them on. I have a vermiculite. I wanted to switch to perlite, but I have it's like a fucking 25-pound bag that I still need to get through.
Yeah.
And I don't have that many clutches per year. So we're still on that bag. But it's like with ball pythons, if I suspended them in my environmental conditions, they probably wouldn't fare too well. They would probably start dimpling like the Womas. So it's like I want to try again with the Womas, but put them in the media, like break the rule, put them in the media and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because that's like the one no that I was told going into it. This was like 6 years ago, 8 years, probably like 8 years ago, probably 8 years ago. But going into that, it was just they can't touch the media. They can't touch anything. They have to be suspended, put them on plastic, bare everything. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
there's no way this is that different.
I was told that with chondro eggs too, and it's almost like you get thrown all this information where you're just like, oh my god, like they're so sensitive. And I come to find out, dude, like, you know, I tweaked my own way with chondro eggs, and I've been on fire since 2024. And I'm not switching a fucking thing. Once I found out what works for me, I don't give a fuck who does what, dude. Go ahead. I found out what works for me, and I'm not switching anything. And I think you could do the same with Womas.
You could do the same with any species.
Anything. Yeah, correct.
Like, there's breeders everywhere. They're like, you have to do this, you have to do that. If you do this, they're gonna die. If you do this, you're gonna fail. I did it. I didn't fail. Yeah. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your environment's like, but it works here.
Yeah. People try to chalk up their experience to like it's going to be like that for you too, and that's not the case. Like it's all, and that's why, you know, that saying, there's a million ways to skin a cat. Same shit with hatching out eggs. Like there's no one straight method that's going to work for everybody. You got to find out what works for you and stick to that. That's it.
I feel like a majority of U.S. citizens forget that our country is so huge and has so many different environments.
Yes,
that
demographics so
different. Like
yes.
Something that works for me doesn't work in Texas. Dude, I go to Texas.
It's too dry, dude. Texas.
I can't.
You got it's so dry. I mean, it's dry over
no,
here.
No, it's not dry, dude. It's not dry.
So humid. It's humid over there.
It's humid as fuck. It is so humid.
You're right.
So
I don't know why I thought it was dry.
I mean, it's kind of dry in Dallas. It's dry. So that's also the fun part. You mentioned, oh, I'm in Texas. It's like, oh, Texas is like this. No, it's not. Texas is huge. Yeah. You have the dry part of Texas that snows in the winter, and then you have the hot ass part of Texas that
is humid.
Oh my god. Every time I go to Texas, I mean, you know the shape of Texas.
Yeah.
I'm down at the point. The very point. That's where I'm at. It sucks.
Yeah.
The people that live there that are like born and raised in the Rio Grande Valley, they swear by the valley. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a valley native. They live and breathe the valley. They do not want to go anywhere else. I go there, I'm like, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want this. I went to Houston, also terrible. It's like the valley, but hotter. Somehow. It's just all the concrete. It's so much concrete. Where are the trees?
I'm telling you, dude, go anywhere in this country, and it's not going to compare to San Diego. Like we live in a fucking paradise. Like compared to what most people go through on a yearly basis, we don't go through any of that shit. And then we complain about the smallest adjustment. Like it's low 60s, and we're like, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah, dude. It's my mom shut all the windows. This was like. She shut the windows like 2 days ago. She's like, oh my God, I'm cold. I'm like, okay, open them in the morning. Otherwise, I'm going to be sweating my ass off by like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
She's like, the only reason I have the AC going, like 78, I can tolerate this. It's hot. I don't like it, but it's like if I didn't have air conditioning, I can tolerate this. It's not bad. You can live. The only reason that I have it running is because he's almost 14. He's not handling the heat this year as well. So
he's in a good place right now. I'll tell you that much.
Spoiled baby.
Yeah, it's all good. At that age, they're allowed to be spoiled. I spoiled my dog Capone sort of at this point.
Just chucking cod skins at him across the yard.
Oh, it says you should only eat 4. Here's 8.
Yeah. Oh my God. It took forever to get him to a healthy weight. He's small, so like an extra pound is a lot.
Yeah.
It took forever to get him to a healthy weight because my mom was like, "Oh, he deserves it. Let me give him a little. He's supposed to have a half cup, morning and evening."
Yeah.
She would be like, "Oh, he deserves it. He can have a little bit more." But that was every meal. And then, oh yeah, oh my God. And then he's also on medication because he has seizures. So he's on a couple about and one of them we do like a couple hours after dinner time, but. It's a pretty big pill. The pill is like it's about this long, and he's under 20 pounds, and you can't crush it, you can't break it, so I have to shove it I have to shove it down his throat. The first, I want to say like week or so, the first few days he was like so confused, then he figured it out. But the deal, he never lets us forget pill time either. The deal, he gets his pill and immediately gets a treat or a chew or something tasty afterwards. So at around like 8 p.m. he is pawing at my leg, staring at me like, "Aight, bitch, where's my money?" Like, okay, cool. All right, let's go give you your meds. And at this point now, because he's been on medication for about a half now.
It's seizure medication?
Yeah, he's on Keppra and phenobarbital. And the Keppra, I wish it came in smaller sizes. That's like the normal dose for humans too.
Damn.
So he's on, like, it doesn't matter if it's like an 80-pound dog or like a 140-pound person or a 18.5-pound beagle mix. You're getting 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
You're getting the big pill.
Yeah.
But the phenobarb, that one's a sedative. That one is the slightly dangerous one that if he does get too much, that's a major problem. So he's on it's like 16.2 milligrams twice a day is the dose. Little teeny tiny pills. They're about the size of like a split pea, like even like half of like a split pea. It's like the size of a lentil. That one, he'll eat it right up. I just plop it on the top of his food. Normally, he doesn't notice it. The other one, Kepra, it's a slow release type thing. So it tastes bad, probably. He's definitely tasted it before, and he hates it. But he started to learn that the way that I do it. He's also had at his last dental appointment, his last dental cleaning, he had to have a couple teeth removed. So one of his molars got removed, which makes it even easier for me to stick the pill behind his jaw, behind his teeth and into his throat. But at this point, I don't even have to restrain him. I just show him the pill, he sniffs it, and then he just kind of like turns his head to the side, like, all right, get it over with. And I just pop it into his mouth. Done.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on. He knows he's not going to get out of it.
What's his name?
That is Brody.
Brody?
Mm-hmm.
That's a sick name, Brody. Do you have a vet locally that you trust when it comes to your reptiles? Like who's your vet in San Diego?
So I used to go to Penasquitos. I used to go to Dr. Boyer.
Yeah.
Boyer is unfortunately not so slowly retiring from active practice.
He was known to be the best exotic vet we had in San Diego, right? Like he was the man from what I heard.
He was very no bullshit. Like he doesn't give a fuck. Like it's not that he wouldn't sugarcoat it, but it's like he had enough experience that a lot of times he didn't need to run tests to know what he was talking about. And he was right.
Right.
Like everything I brought into him, he's just like, I know what this is. No testing. Here's what you need. Do this. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, we need to tube feed him his medication. Bring him in every 3 days for they would tube my snake for, I forgot what it was, but it's like he knew what it was. He was in my case, he was never wrong, and he was granted. He was like that vet hospital, that vet hospital and his practice was expensive. You are paying for like you're paying for his knowledge. But we do have a couple vets in San Diego County that advertise and take in exotics and reptiles, but have absolutely no idea what the fuck they're doing with them.
Yep.
There's a vet. I think it actually ended up being. I took one of my birds to there when she. Birds are very sudden. There's no buildup of like, oh, there might be a problem. One evening I look over and she's on the bottom, like she's kind of fluffed up, and we made an appointment for the next morning. And the next morning she was struggling. We took her in. She had passed.
Oh,
it was not even 12 hours. Like she didn't look bad. She was just kind of sitting on the lower perch and was just a little fluffed up. And I was like, that's strange. Let's take her to the vet. And just not even 12 hours. Found out she actually had congenital heart failure. So her heart was in pretty much like, he said he tried to tube her and fluid came back up. And he's like, I've never seen that before. So that vet offered to do a necropsy for free. And we found out that her heart was just wrong. It was enlarged. It was just kind of fucked up. And she was maybe like 3 years old at the time, which really sucked. And that was like, that honestly, I hate the term like soul dog or like heart dog or like heart, this is my soul horse, my heart horse, my soul dog. I kind of hate that term because it seems so like cheesy and sappy, and I was like, But that bird, I understand. That bird was kind of like my soul bird.
Yeah.
It sucks. I only had 3 years with her, and I had Blue at the time, so Blue was alone. So he's a dude. Keeping up with birds sucks. He needs a companion, and so when she was gone, he was distraught. Yeah. He was pacing the cage, calling, screaming, just running around, and I was just like, I need another bird. Like you don't go, I need to go buy another pet. It's not for me. I had to buy a bird for my bird. Otherwise, he would probably die of stress. So yeah, I went out and I got him another mate. She wasn't hand tamed. She wasn't friendly, but it was for him. And the two of them were very happy. I got her as an adult, so I had no idea how old she was.
Yeah, some dogs get like that too. Like I'm worried about if Capone passes away, Delilah, the younger one, she's gonna be fucking wrecked. Like I could already like she loves him, she relies on him, and it's gonna be sad to see. Because I'll tell you what, like I'm done with dogs for a while. Like I need a break. I treated my dogs like my own kids before I had kids, And then when I had kids, I was like, I can't believe how spoiled you fucking dogs are. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this right now.
Yeah.
But also, like, them being together is enough, and they love being together. And I'm not looking forward to the day. Well, first and foremost, Capone is that's my life right there. So him passing away is going to be tough. But seeing what she's going to go through is going to be tough. And the reason why I love Reptile so much is because they don't give a fuck. They're not sociable.
They don't give a shit.
They don't want a companion. They don't even want you.
No. I keep trying to explain to pet people, or pet people are like, "Oh, my snake loves me. Is always seeking out my attention." I'm just like, okay, I will let them believe this. I will let them anthropomorphize however they see fit, because that's their life. But I'm not going to sit here and say like reptiles don't connect with their keepers, but not the way that people try to make it seem. Like and again, it's more the people feeling that type of way, not the reptile feeling that type of way. Like, we don't know what reptiles feel first and foremost, okay? But the whole emotional connection of like, oh, like it notices me and wants me to take it out. And I feel like monitors, yeah, sure. I've seen like with your iguana, right? With your rock iguana, I had lace monitors that loved coming out, but like not to give me a hug. They just want to come out. Like they just simply want to come fuck some shit up, roam the room, and then they would go right back in when they're done. It wasn't like a bonding. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's not bonding, but for me, I was like, cool, they want to do their thing, and it's not because I'm here. They just want to come do their thing and then go back. And I could respect that. Like, I could respect that reptiles aren't needy fucking pets. Like, yeah, give it clean water, give it food. That's it. That's all they fucking need. Clean water, food, good husbandry, and they don't give a fuck about nothing else. And that's why I love reptiles. Like, I feel like a lot of pet people confuse conditioning with emotional attachment.
Oh, big time.
Because I'm sure you have discovered, but I wear the same shirt every day.
Yeah, me and my wife noticed that.
Everybody that has met me for more than 3 days, like not even straight, but like 3 days, there's a word for it. I forgot it. Fuck it. Three individual days. Anybody that has met me for like multiple days will see me wearing this shirt. And it's not this one. I have 6 of them.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, it's not the same shirt. I'm not just washing the shirt every
you don't smell, but you are wearing the same shirt.
No, I just have, there's like 6 of them in that cabinet, and I just wear them all. I do have separate shirts. I do have work shirts, but that's also because there's a lot of harsh chemicals that I use in my work, and I don't want them to fuck up these shirts.
But so this also ain't nothing new, because look at this photo here and Komodo, like you're this 2019, and you're wearing the exact same shirt.
That was actually taken in 2018. It was December 2018 was that trip. That was the first international trip that I did on my own. There were international trips before, but it's like I turned 18 and my mom's like, "What do you want to do with your life?" I'm like, "Shit, Daniel's got a slot for Komodo. I'm leaving." You mean I can go play with big lizards for a couple $1,000s?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what you went with Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man. I want to go on one of his excursions. He's killing it with all that shit right now.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. Well, what? Tell me what that trip was like, if you don't mind. I'm curious.
Okay, so that trip, first of all, you got to be really cool with being really gross, really, really fast.
Yeah, see, that's tough.
You gotta be really cool with a lot of questionable shit. Questionable food, questionable insects that end up wherever the fuck insects should not be in your living space. Questionable activities out on the trail, out in the field, and then sometimes questionable people. A lot of them speak languages I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I'm trusting that man with my life. I'm gonna follow that man. I don't know what he's saying, but he sounds fun. Speaking of which, I know a lot of people know about him now. Ajis, his name's Ajis Aziz. That man's a fucking trip. I love him. He was our guide in Indonesia in Komodo. So much fun. If you're doing a fucking Indo trip, if you're doing a wildlife expedition of sorts, Ajis is awesome. Oh, is it time to go out? Oh no, come up to me.
Senior citizen needs.
It is I'm sorry.
Does he? You need to take him out? You can if you want.
It's 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
It is dinner time.
You want to feed him?
Hey,
I can pause it if you want to feed him.
I'll go feed him. He's climbing on my leg.
Okay.
He's running at 50 degrees Celsius. Let's go.
All right, we're back. So, wait, we were talking about Komodo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
Well, okay, so Komodo's fun. Oh, dude, I just remembered the first blue Insularis that we found, like Lesser Sunda, the blue viper, fucking Insularis, T Insularis.
Okay.
Y'all know what it is. The first one that we found, we have a Jeese as our guide. That dude can spot shit for miles. But then we have another, because Komodo Island itself is actually kind of a tourist trap. You can find Komodo dragons on other islands. It's just Komodo Island is like it's the place to go. So Komodo Island, you have people that run the national park. So we have one like park ranger in front and then 2 park rangers in the back, and they have these sticks. It's like a 6 foot long like branch that has a little Y at the end. Yeah. Like it's just a branch. Like it's not like an actual like snake handling tool. It's not like an actual handling tool that somebody makes. They just cut a branch off of a tree, sand it down so it's not rough, and then they just walk around with these sticks. It's super interesting to watch the dragons, how they act around the rangers with their sticks, because the dragons are conditioned that the sticks are kind of like a boundary keeper. Yeah. Otherwise, the dragons will come right up to you. And as cool as that is, that's still a 10-foot lizard that weighs twice as much as I do.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous animal to a degree. Yeah, big time. So my weapon, or not weapon, but it's like my safety is a stick. But it works. But we're all walking, and we've got the rangers in front and back, and I think Trent was in front of me. Somebody else was in front of me. But we're just walking, and I just turn around, and I see behind this log, it looked like a candy wrapper that was just on the ground in the leaves. And I was just like, Viper! And they all turn around, and then that's like the only English word that the rangers would say, because that's how they say, hey, be careful, there's something that can kill you. They just yell Viper. So everyone just starts yelling Viper. And we pick it up off the ground. It was kind of a small individual, but it didn't look too great. But we're in like, it's not really a clearing, but there's like tall trees. It's not like shorter trees or anything that has a good amount of like branch or like foliage.
Yeah.
Any lower than like several feet above head height. And so there's just this arboreal viper on the ground next to a decaying log. And we're just like, how the fuck did you get over here? Because all the other ones that we found were kind of like shoulder height foliage, some bushes that were kind of like sparse, or like some younger trees that were about yay high. And they would be like waist to shoulder height. Like that's what we're used to. We just look down and it looks like trash on the ground. It's like, oh, that's a very cool, very desirable animal in the captive trade, and it's just
it's just there.
It's like a napkin on the floor. It's just there. It's awesome seeing them in the wild. They are that bright. They are that pretty. They are that cool. One of them kept wagging its tail at the cameras because it was terrified of the gigantic lens being shoved in its face. But
you took gear out there with you. You had cameras and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How long
were you out there for?
We were out there for about a week. We flew from, I drove from here to Daniel's house when he was still living in like the LA area.
Riverside, right?
Yeah. I didn't know if we wanted to get specific.
Oh,
Actually, he doesn't live there anymore. I drove from here to Riverside. I'm pretty sure he moved to Central America somewhere.
Yeah, he lives in Costa Rica now.
Dude, I saw he's got like cattle and shit. I was like, dude, you're kind of living my dream out there. That looks like fun.
No, yeah, he's living like every real herper out there. That's the dream, like to fucking move to a different country, go like off the grid, and you're literally running tours for people coming in and showing them wildlife.
Costa Rica is honestly a fantastic choice. I know Mike Clarkson also has some land out there, and he always posts pictures of his property, and I was just like, can I just go run around your land for like a week? Like,
I won't bother you.
I'll bring a tent. Dude, Costa Rica's awesome because it's like all the shit that it's like, oh yeah, it's native to Costa Rica. You kind of expect it. You kind of have to. You expect that you have to like go out and hike for 15, 30 minutes to get into an area where you can find like the really cool shit. No, you can find dart frogs like Pumilio dart frogs, the little red and blue ones, like the ones.
Yeah.
You can find those just behind a coffee shop. We were out there with Mesoamerican Rescue Center. Arman is awesome. Another wonderful guy. He does a lot of work with like local fire departments and how to properly handle and remove nuisance snakes from people's properties that call them out. It's like, hey, I have, there's a viper in my bathroom. There's a boa in my kitchen, and they go out and they remove it and relocate it.
That's tight.
Costa Rica's laws around wildlife and wildlife preservation are very strict.
Yeah.
You can't even use flash photography.
Wow. That's crazy.
But yeah, it's like the rescue center has, they have a coffee shop. They're not, it's kind of a coffee shop, but it's a little cafe that they have opened to try and earn money for the rescue center. And instead of throwing away organic waste, so like fruit rinds, meat trimmings, cut out like raw cutoffs, all that stuff, instead of throwing it in the trash, they just kind of throw it into the plants and let it turn into compost, because there's so much vegetation everywhere. It's just a road nestled in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I would move to Costa Rica, give it a chance. It's awesome. The weather is actually pretty fantastic too.
No, it's tropical. It's really nice. And you got the water side with the beaches and all that. So yeah, Costa Rica is one of the spots I haven't been to yet, and I really want to go.
It's awesome.
Not really to go herp. I mean, no offense, I'm just not.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's on the resort or some shit, cool. Yeah, let's go look for something. But I'm gonna go right back to my Wi-Fi and my heated pool, like when I'm done. Like, and that's fine. I don't want to go into the bush for days.
I got soaking wet ziplining. I got soaking wet ziplining in jeans. It rained while we're on the zip lines, and it's just like, I'm gonna be wet for the next 3 days. This isn't drying out.
Yeah. So
Costa Rica is one of those where you leave the air conditioning and it's just all of your clothes immediately get damp the second you step outside. It's just humid.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that type of humidity just felt great. My skin felt amazing. All the food there is amazing. I loved it. I would go back. I still have the shirt that I got from him too. It's somewhere in my closet.
All right, listen, we have about 20 minutes or less of the episode. I need to get to some of these old school Facebook group stories. I need something.
That's not a can of worms you want to open.
I do, yes, because
you don't.
I know there was unhinged shit that went down, and I just
more
want to know.
Just unhinged, dude.
I want to know if it's changed at all from your.
It hasn't.
Okay, well, tell me more. Come on.
I mean, I'm not part of that group. I'm not in that group. I don't want to be anywhere near that group. It started out as just like, from what I understood, it started out as just like kind of day-to-day banter, and it was pretty much a group that everyone just took screenshots of idiots, like brand new keepers that have no idea what they're doing. They would just take screenshots of whatever bullshit that they did, and then just posted it into this group to just rip them to shreds.
Yeah.
Now doing that in private in a dedicated area, it really released a lot of the I just want to like lay into this guy that a lot of us have. Where it's like you see someone doing dumb shit and you want to just be like, bro, how the fuck did you mess up this bad? How Google is free. It's at your fingertips. You have a $1,200 chunk of glass in your hand that can access the knowledge of the world.
Yeah.
How have you not used it? I mean, in today's day, we have AI fucking up all the information everywhere. So now we have another thing to worry about. But in the beginning, it was that where we would just bitch about idiots doing idiot shit, like people that didn't know any better doing new like idiot stuff. And then it's slowly branched into racism, sexism, just all sorts of being a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the couple of the main people that were in that group left or like aren't really around. I know one of them is still around, kind of like hiding in the shadows a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not somebody that you would want to associate with.
Yeah, and it's like almost people like that you don't even want to expose because it does this hobby no good. You know what I mean?
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
But this hobby has some of the biggest piece of shits walking on the earth. It's like we're talking fucked up people here, Cher.
I have a lot of fucking dirt on a lot of big name people in this industry.
I know you do.
Some of them dead. So I don't want to. I mean, a lot of these people are like very beloved by a lot of other people, and it's just like, do I bring this up? Like, what good does it do?
Yeah.
What good does it do?
Except bring you heat, because no matter what, like, someone's gonna give some like slack to you for.
It's like here's my very personal, very very uncomfortable, very what's the word?
Experience,
like unsettling. Yeah, it's like this is my not really traumatic, but like not. Is it?
I mean,
discerning?
pretty traumatic. I mean, some of the shit you told me sounds pretty traumatic to me.
It's pretty bad.
Old ass men sending you dick pics. That's pretty gross,
yeah,
dude.
That.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. That's kind of fucked up for a teenage girl to go through in this hobby, but that still has
16.
Yeah, that still has not changed, dude. Like I heard stories about girls getting groped at Tinley and shit like that. That
one happened. I was about 14 or 15. It was my first Reptile Super Show, and it was a very big name person that I'm not going. I want to say this one detail, but everyone will know.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, I won't speak ill of the dead. I'm not. That's the can of worm I can't open. That's a can of worms I don't want. No. But it's like watching people idolize people in this industry that it's like, I know behind the closed doors, they're terrible people. It's just like one day, one day karma will come back. One day people will find out. Like one day people will notice, but in the future.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be very fucking gun-ho about exposing people who did the wrongest shit, but it doesn't get rid of them. I'll tell you that much. Like you could, dude, we got people who've murdered other people, and like and somehow still sticking around. Like I just don't get it. I don't know what you can do to get blackballed from this hobby. I don't think nothing.
I want to bring up so many people right now, but I also don't want to bring that to your fucking platform.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, do what you want. I'm not somebody to tell someone they can't say something, but I understand your position, and I understand if you don't want to, you don't have to. Plain and simple. And I'm also worried about some of the names that you would drop.
Yeah, you should be. I am at a point in my life where it's like I am kind of not. I mean, I don't
want drama.
Yeah. It's like I don't have drama surrounding my life. I don't have people. I mean, I still have people that are like bringing me the drama of the past. They're like, oh, this person that, talk shit about this person that did this. Like they bring me this shit. And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm going to go back to cleaning.
Yeah. Cause you're so low key, Cher. Like I remember when I first met you, you were a pretty active figure in the hobby. Like I'll never forget, like, how fucking crazy you were at Pomona, like as far as everywhere and like around the biggest people. But then honestly, I noticed you started disconnecting throughout the years.
It's also because oh, hello. What's the man had dinner? The man has had dinner. Yes. He has been fed. Good. Yes. Recording. We have a little thing that we have a marker for his meds and his food. And
did he call him the man?
Yeah, we call Brody the man or the boy.
Oh, okay. I heard, did the man have dinner? And we're like, what
Yes.
are you talking about here?
Yeah, that's the dog.
But anyways,
The dog is so unbothered.
but yeah, I remember you were not as connected as you once were after a while, and I'm assuming because you got sick of the drama. I'm assuming.
I got sick of the drama, and it's like a lot of times I don't understand. It's like some people would just dislike me for whatever fucking reasons. I would never like it's someone that I won't even like socialize or associate with like day to day, and they just end up not liking me. I don't know if it's like it's usually women. I don't know if it's like women being like territorial over their space. And they're like, oh no, other woman, like, cool, you do you, bitch. I don't care. Or there are people that have like, I have people that have taken advantage of me, not physically. There are definitely people that their colors have shown, and they definitely would have. I was lucky enough to not let that happen. But there are people that have taken advantage of me financially in deals. I honestly am too nice to people a lot of times. I would much rather like I want to support the homies, but a lot of the times the homies have ulterior motives, and they're just like, oh, I can get her to buy me this, you know, and like just as a joint, like for a joint project, and then just like leave the state with it, and then never talk to her again. So it's like I've had people like, and then they just like, I've had somebody that owed me several $1,000s worth of animals, and then end up I had to kick them out of my life, and all those animals were in my possession. And I was like, hey, you can, like, whatever you are capable of taking, you can. Unfortunately, he was not able to take anything with him. Or he wanted to, but I set my boundaries very strictly. I said, you have X amount of days, or like weeks. I was like, you have X amount of weeks. And I was very generous. I think I gave him like 2 or 3 months to like get shit handled. And shit did not get handled.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, you know, your time is up. I laid out boundaries very clearly. I'm sticking to my boundaries, because if I don't, shit happens. And I ended up selling a ton of the animals that I had purchased.
Yeah.
That I was never reimbursed for. Not $1 of it was reimbursed. So,
and like, you cared for it, by the way. You cared for these as well.
Yes. I purchased them, cared for them. I fed them. I took like any sort of vet care, any sort of like specialized needs. That was my job. All they did was come over, clean them, which honestly, towards the end of our partnership. Yeah. I don't want to say like relationship, because a lot of people thought I was dating this person, but that was also when I was not interested in men. So that was also when I started phasing out of the super shows, because when I started associating with him and attending shows with him, everyone assumed we were dating. I was about 18 at the time, and a lot of guys were like, oh my God, finally someone snagged that one. Oh my God, finally someone, you know, we've had our eye on that one. And I was just like, ew, the fuck? Yeah. So many vendors. I was like, this is disgusting.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
They're out there.
No, you're right.
Firsthand, they're out there.
So you like things a lot better than how they are now, low key, and you're just, you know, you got your own thing, you got your man in Texas. Yeah, stick to yourself. And then now I give you things now, so that's good.
Yes. Yeah, you're just like, hey, you work for me, but I don't want this. I'll take it.
You're like,
it's pretty. You can have it. Shit.
I'm not used to people giving me things.
I'm not, dude. So where I live, it's a very high value, like very, very high value homes. People that live in this area usually have a shitload of money. So people see the house I live in. They see my cars are not expensive. The cars that we have here are not expensive. We just have a lot of them. So people think, oh, you have like 14 cars. Oh my God, you must be rolling in money. These things are worth like $3,000 or less. And it cost me like $100 to register them. and only like 4 of them are.
Yeah, and not all
so
not all of them even run.
all of mine run.
All of yours run.
All of mine do
What
run.
about that BMW with the Rolls Royce engine in it?
That's not mine. That's my brother's.
Okay.
Only one of them runs. The engine actually sat behind my Olive Pythons for the longest time. We just sold the transmission off of it, so now it got moved into the engine base, and we just slid it under. Like the car is about a foot off the ground. There was enough space, but no transmission. No, the bell housing is just like 4 feet long. It's ridiculous. It's big. Yeah. It's a 12-cylinder. It's big. It's not even like a good 12-cylinder either. What was Rolls-Royce doing then? It runs smooth as shit, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But that is a boat vehicle.
So moving forward, Cher, what's the game plan with breeding? Like, are you going to do the doom rolls again? Like, is that going to be something you continue? And ball pythons, like, what's your plan as far as, you know, it going in 2027? How many ball python clutches are you shooting for? Like, what's your breeding plans in the next couple of years?
I mean, it's kind of whatever goes. Like, I don't really have a goal. I pretty much just kind of cycle my whole collection. I know you pair throughout the year, and it's like you'll have one going, another going, like throughout the entire year. For myself, I've had the best success doing, you know, seasonal cycling and just kind of getting everything all at once. Yeah. That also helps with all the travel I'm doing back and forth to Texas. So it's like I have all of my shit all at once, and then all of my shit's gone all at once, and then I have, you know, 3 months of mostly just adults to take care of and lower maintenance. I can travel more. But the doom rolls, I'm probably gonna have to give them all a year off. I paired up all 4. I've been attempting to breed them for the past 3 or 4 years. One of my males, I don't think he shows interest. He shows courting behavior. Like, you'll see him spurring the female. Like, he does everything correct. I have never in my life witnessed him lock, ever. And the female I had with him before, I have seen her cycle. I have seen her ovulate. And I thought I was going to get babies like 3 years ago, and then nothing came of it, so I'm assuming she reabsorbed. But I had another female that I tried with them last year, still nothing. And then this past year, said friend that went through awful life circumstances that entrusted me with their animals, they gave me their 1-2 trio. That male is a little slut. You throw him at anything, he locks within 5 minutes. He is so consistent, and he's got great color too. Like, he's just an overall fantastic breeder. And he's very low maintenance. He's a smaller male, so it's like great, smaller food, like smaller. I don't have to shell out another 6-footer for him. Like, he is a small male. He's 5 and a 4 foot. And I put him to 3 of my 4 girls, and those 3 are all like the 3 litters I got this year. The 4th girl I paired with my original male, and she's the one that's lucked out. So that might be quits for that male. I don't know yet. I might give him 1 more year because those were unproven females that I put him at first, and then this other one was a proven female. But I'll give him 1 more year. But I'm probably going to need to give the doom rolls a year off because they did give me some really big litters. They did jump back up to weight very quickly. But with boas, I'm not too sure I want to do back-to-back. I probably will leave them off for a year. I heard that's ideal for boas. You know, if they give you a good litter, you want to give them a year off and let them kind of build back their size. And it's not like ball pythons where it's like turn and burn, keep going. You know, ball pythons, you get eggs off of them, you can get them back on food.
Yeah,
technically the doom rolls are crazy because they'll eat like while they're giving birth. They will eat most boas. They're just like they go off food as they're gravid. It's like doom rolls. Nah, the rules don't matter with doom rolls. There's no pre-birth shed. There's no post-op shed. The rules don't fucking matter. Yeah. I thought I saw them ovulate around like February, and I was documenting sheds because it's like I'm used to ball pythons. Well, pythons in general, and even I used to do colubrids, so I'm used to stuff that's like very consistent with a schedule. And then I get to these things, and I'm like, all right, so I wrote down all their post-op sheds that I witnessed, that I was like pretty kind of confident. And then it was just the most inconsistent shit I've ever seen. They all birthed within 3 days. I was like, there's no fucking way. I had 2 litters in a day. I woke up and there was a litter that she was like just on the, like she gave me like 2 babies left. Like I went down there, it was like 9 a.m. There's like 2 babies. I checked the cameras. There's just a baby stuck to the glass. I was like, okay, I'm going downstairs in pajamas. And then like I go back 12 hours later that evening, another one's birthing. I was like, okay.
This is happening.
It was 3 days prior. I come back from a quick job, and there was like completely in June. Dumeral season is like August, September. I come back, it's like fucking late June, and I'm like, that's a baby. Fuck. And I come back to check on her like 6 hours later. My other girl, the one that slugged out, she's birthing slugs too. I was like, what? That was my introduction to Dumerals.
And all 3 litters, you had 30-something babies, right? How many? What was it all?
35 across
35.
3 litters.
Wow, that's awesome.
The one that slugged out, I think she gave me 18 slugs.
Yeah.
So I had 2 girls that had really big. They're my bigger girls. They did have big litters that would have been like 18, I think 19, like ova. And then my smaller girls were in like the 12 to 15 range. They had like 12, or it was like one gave me 9 babies and I think 3 slugs. And then the other one was 12 babies and I think 3 slugs. So they gave me some no stillborn babies out of any of them. Just I had a pair of twins in my first litter, and they've been holding strong so far.
Cool. They're all eating.
The twins are a bitch to get feed.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I heard twins in general need like special care sometimes. Like they're not all like quick to establish.
I've heard twins and boas are like not really a death sentence, but very, very rarely do they actually.
So they were both in the same sack, is what you're saying.
They didn't come out with a sack. Most of the Dumerals, or most of the babies, were already ripped open. But I did watch them come out at the same time. They're both about half the size of a regular Dumeral baby. The Dumerals babies are fucking huge, dude.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like bigger than my thumb. I'm like, damn, this is a 20-inch long baby.
Yeah,
and it's eating small mice like first meal to go. I was like, all right, say less.
Easy.
What's crazy is they also shed immediately after coming out of the mom.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a trip. It's
insane. So you have freshly shed babies like the day you get them. It's a little like fruit basket of happiness. It's a snappy fruit basket. I felt like a pincushion afterwards, but
yeah,
put them away. I had probably like 80% of them ate for the first meal offering. And then I think I only have 1 baby that's not a twin that hasn't eaten yet. But out of all 35, I've had 1 baby that is just kind of not getting it yet. But he looks fine. Otherwise, I think he's just shy.
Listen, before I let you go, that snake I showed earlier at ball python, they're gonna ask what the hell was it, and I'm talking about this one right here. But then I'm gonna show off actually the entire clutch, because just for people to know, for their knowledge, can you break down what the pairing was? Because these babies are fucking nice looking. And the one that we just showed, that's considered a blizzard, right? What was it called?
Apparently it's called a blizzard. I sent a picture to Caleb, and he put that pairing into MorphMarket, like the gene calculator, and like the combo name that it came up with was blizzard. And I was like, I've never heard of that, but all right, I guess.
Yeah. So what was the pairing for this?
The pairing was black pastel albino clown to a black pewter double head.
Okay.
Normally I would avoid the black pastel to black pastel, or just like meatball combo of sorts. Normally I would avoid a pairing like that. These are like, she was the only double het that I had. She was the only double het that John had that I could purchase at the time. And I was just like, you know what? The chances of me producing a super black pastel, not super high. And I was like, you know what? I'll get a nice female, preferably like an albino clown female. I'll get a nice female of sorts that's not black pastel from this pairing, and I'll keep it back to replace mom. Every single one of those babies is male. I'm pissed. Yeah. Like, they're beautiful, but not only is every single one my not requirements, but my asks were a female that's not black pastel out of that clutch. I got all males, and every single one of them is either black pastel or super black pastel.
What's that top right corner one? This one right here.
That is just a super black pastel.
That's pretty nice. That's sick.
He
And that doesn't have a wobble or anything?
No wobble. He's got a little, like, actually right almost where your cursor is. He's got a little like wave in his spine, so he's not perfect.
Right.
But it is very mild. It might actually like correct itself with age, and you probably won't even notice it once he's an adult. But that boy's gonna be a pet, that's for sure.
Wow.
The Blizzard boy, he's flawless. He's perfect. I'm so excited. I actually might keep him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet, but his brother, the male, that's like that's the albino clown black pastel male, that's like almost just like dad, but honestly nicer pattern. I kind of debated replacing dad with that one too, but I don't know.
Sick.
He made some nice babies, and I'm like, well, I might keep him because he produces great.
Yeah, when you showed me that picture, I was like, damn, these are good quality. Like, yeah, you know, like you would think albino wouldn't produce some nice babies like that, but those are fucking nice.
I've always been a fan of albino and black pastel. Like, just any combo of albino black pastel plus whatever it looks good. Like, you almost can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I also don't know if that male is I don't know if he's visual clown or het, and I also don't know if he's pastel. I think he's pastel. And then I also don't know if that super black pastel behind him, I don't know if he's clown or not, but he does have a little like kind of ringer, almost pied spot looking near his tail. So maybe not. RGI will probably, or it's one of them. RGI Phenom. I don't care at this point. One of them. Give me an answer.
There's two now. Huh?
Dude, I'm so there's a point of like I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like, oh right, yeah. Fuck. Right, we're in 2026 now. There's options.
Yeah, dude, it's a trip, man.
Shit, wrong sponsor. Oh, sorry.
You're fine, dude. You're good. This is a great episode. Cher.
Oh,
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Delete the VOD.
You're good. No, dude, great episode. 2 hours went by quick. And again, honestly, Cher, ever since you know, we've been friends, but ever since you've been helping me, my life has been much easier. You
don't have to do rat shit.
I mean, not only that, I'm just saying, like, you've helped my production with my rats. I mean, I'll do the work, but I just wasn't in tune with what the fuck I was doing. I was just a robot changing out bedding and feeding them. But you do a great job. There's a lot more to it. And this is where I feel like when it comes to males versus females organization, females win big time. And so you've definitely fucking stepped my shit up with the rodents. You helped me quite a bit with the ball python. So I appreciate everything that you do for me. Anyone out there who's new into the hobby, what's your advice for anyone new coming into the reptile hobby?
Honestly, don't listen to anybody out there from a generic Facebook group that is just like insert species, like for like insert species lovers or insert species enthusiasts. Just find a group of people that you ask breeders. Just ask breeders.
Yeah.
90% of the time, a breeder is going to give you more advice than somebody that just keeps 15 different things,
right?
But has experience with their 15 different things.
Yeah.
I see so many like species specific groups where it's like pet people that only have one or two snakes,
but they're experts.
Yeah, giving other people advice, and I'm like, brother, you just identified a pastel as an enchi. Relax. Holy shit.
Dude,
it's like I want to help these people, but there's just too many. There's too many.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it's true, man. At the end of the day, like there's a lot of phoniness out there for sure. And mainly because it's not hard to paint yourself as this expert because you have a big following and you know how to do reels and shit like that. But when it comes to actual keeping or breeding knowledge, dude, a lot of these people don't know jack fucking shit. So you got to be careful.
Social media and like content creation has, I don't want to say it's ruined the reptile industry. I think it's done a great thing for the reptile industry. Yes, I just feel like the wrong people are utilizing social media and content creation for the wrong purposes.
Yeah. And again, it's what I do for a living, but if I could eliminate social media, I fucking so would. I just can't. I mean, with what I do, I I can't. I'm fucked.
This is how you make sales. This is how you eat.
This is how I stay stay sold out with my chondros is what I'm doing here. So, but yeah, Cher, thank you so much for. If anyone wants to just follow with what you have going on and shit, where can people hit you up at?
MorphMarket is. I mean that I don't really do socials much, as we've established. MorphMarket is where I list a lot of stuff. I honestly kind of got rid of. I had a website. I kind of got rid of it. It's just dumping money down the drain, to be honest.
Yeah.
MorphMarket's where I list my shit. Facebook is where I'm most active, but you're gonna see a lot more day-to-day bullshit over just snakes.
Yeah.
Very rarely am I active on Instagram, but sometimes there.
Yeah, you don't even follow me on Instagram. Thanks.
Listen, I have Instagram. Like, I only use Instagram like regularly for sending reels back and forth to one of my friends that used to live in Orange County. Now he lives in Florida, and it's just sending him like dumb Miata videos and shit. It's like, look at this fat. It's like it's a turbo like this big on a Miata. I was like, look at this. He managed to make it fit. Like, we just send stupid shit to each other. But it's car people. Car people are all on Instagram. Snake people are all on Facebook. So I just send stupid car reels to my car friends.
But Cliffside Exotics on MorphMarket, in case anyone wants to see what's going on with you, right?
Yes, I've been considering rebranding.
To what? Cliffside is sick, dude. I
know. I mean, I definitely want to rebrand Cliffside. My logo is old, and
keep the name though.
I'll keep the name while I'm here, but when I move to Texas.
Well, fuck, dude. I hope that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Show me a cliff in Texas. What side am I gonna be on? The fuck. There's a couple names I kind of toyed around. There's one that I really like, but I feel like it's too close to. There's another breeder I think that's out in like the Houston area. I feel like it's too close to their name, so it's like I love it, but I don't want to step on any toes. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll put all the links in the description below, guys. Hit her up on MorphMarket. And yeah, I appreciate you so much, Cher. Thank you so much for coming by.
No problem.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
What day next week?
Say what?
So what day next week?
Let's Tuesday, dude. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Monday. Wasn't it Monday?
Or maybe Monday.
What day is it today?
No, Tuesday. Tuesday you did rodents. So yeah,
okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday
it is.
All right, Cher. Have a good night. Thank you.
Later.
All right. Great episode, man. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, select all. You'll be notified of every new podcast released out of the network. This will also be on all of the audio platforms as well. If you want to watch this episode before anybody else, come join the Trap Talk Patreon family. Very first link in the description below. You connect to a Discord when you join the Patreon family, and there's an Instagram group chat with all the trappers. Share your animals, see what's available. They go at it, man. It's a great time. But yeah, guys, sick ass episode. Thank you so much, Cher, for coming by the trap. She'll be definitely coming back for sure. Episode 810 in the books. Quick word from our sponsors. I'll see you here next time, and I'm out. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor brought to you by ZooMed.
ZooMed is proud to be supporting the Trap Talk Reptile Network. At ZooMed, reptiles are our passion. For over 48 years, we've been creating premium foods, supplies, and habitats for reptiles and other exotic animals. We're a company made up of hobbyists that test our products on the hundreds of animals that we care for here every single day. Whether you're an established breeder or a first-time hobbyist picking up your first ball python, ZooMed has you covered with everything you need to keep your animals happy and healthy.
I'm excited to talk about this new product with ZooMed called the Slither Sense. It is a remote temperature and humidifying monitoring system, which we all know how important temperature and humidity is to your reptile. And for you to have remote access to your temperature and your humidity in your reptile room could really, really be a game changer for the longevity of you keeping reptiles. So guys, make sure you check out that product. Find the link in the description below. Click on it right now. Give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you're liking a brand new ZooMed product. Shout out to Focus Cube Habitats, the #1 PVC enclosure in the reptile industry. Hands down, everything you guys see behind me are 3x2x2 PVC design enclosures by Steven and Ashley over at Focus Cube Habitats. My entire room at this point, all Focus Cube Habitat enclosures, and that is for a real reason. My reptiles love them. I've had majority of these Focus Cube Habitats behind me for over 6 years now. So guys, if you're looking to expand your reptile room and get yourself some new enclosures, no better place to visit than Focus Cube Habitat. You head over to focuscubehabitats.com and see how many different design enclosures you could choose from. And you can also follow them on Instagram and stay updated with all current new enclosures on their YouTube channel. So thank you so much, Stephen and Ashley over at Focus Cube Habitats. And I think I got new enclosures in the driveway, so I gotta go. Shout out to Focus Cube Habitats, you are the best. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, Workshop Reptilium. Josh Hansen is doing things different over in his facility. He has one of the most diverse, beautiful reptile collections currently in the reptile hobby today, but he is doing things differently when it comes to enclosures, thinking outside the box, giving these reptiles bigger enclosures. I feel like it's something this hobby needs. So a lot of exciting stuff to come from Workshop Reptilium. I'm gonna be flying up to his place to give you guys a deeper look into his facility. And I'm also excited to have an episode with Josh so he can explain himself where his goals are headed when it comes to keeping. Thank you so much, Josh Hansen over at Workshop Reptilium. Make sure you head over to Instagram, make sure you head over to Facebook. Also, make sure you subscribe to him on YouTube. You can find all the links in the description below. Again, thank you so much, Josh, over at Workshop Reptilium. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that's the one and only MorphMarket and MorphMarket Shipping. One of the biggest exciting things about the reptile hobby over the past couple years is MorphMarket Shipping taking everything to the next level. Anything as far as reptile purchasing or selling needs can all be done on MorphMarket's website. So I highly suggest you go check it out, especially if you're in the market of purchasing your first, second, or third, or fourth reptile. You can find a bunch of legitimate breeders on MorphMarket's platforms. They stand very tall on representing the best breeders we have in the hobby. So don't look anywhere else when it comes to looking for your new reptile. Not to mention, if you're looking for aquatics or your next plant, MorphMarket's a spot for you as well. Make sure you head over to morphmarket.com. And the best thing about MorphMarket's platform, you could ship directly from their website with MorphMarket Shipping. MorphMarket Shipping has saved this hobby millions of dollars as a whole. I myself saved thousands with MorphMarket Shipping last year due to their insanely cheap rates. So definitely go take advantage of these rates on top of the amazing customer service that comes along with MorphMarket Shipping. Shout out to Darian and Zach, and shout out to the entire MorphMarket team. So proud to be a part of this team. Thank you so much for MorphMarket Shipping and MorphMarket, and so excited to announce new MorphMarket features that are going to be hitting the reptile hobby real soon, like live sales on MorphMarket. Thank you so much, MorphMarket and MorphMarket Shipping. Thank you for all the fellow support. Thank you so much for anyone who watches the Trap Talk Reptile Network. Hit that like button. If you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, you'll be notified of every new episode dropping here out of the network 7 days a week. And also by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, it pushes this network out to other new keepers coming into the hobby. So by you doing that, it does more than you think. So thank you so much again for all the support. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We're doing big things over here and we really appreciate it.